Hey y'all, welcome back to the homestead. Today we're going to be showing you what we've been doing, some of the projects we've been working on the homestead. Ooh, breakfast looks good, Mama.
It looks like dessert, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually pretty healthy though. It's a chocolate breakfast cake that has a lot of eggs. It has kale powder. It's not very sweet, but it's sure tasty.
Is that good cake, Nathan?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So, I'm not going to share all the projects we've been doing because we have a lot of projects on the homestead, but I'm going to share a few of them with you here. We set up this pathway so it's ready to be poured with concrete now. So that's all ready. We worked on that yesterday. We also built these garden beds a couple days ago. And they're pretty nice looking. Another thing we do every spring is we scoop up the cow poo from the pasture here. Because although the chickens scratch up some of it that are free range, they don't get it all. And we like to give it to the flocks that are not free range so they don't get quite so mucky when it comes to the wet season. So, we're gonna be working on that today and we can show you guys that. Yesterday we started working on this frame for repairing a chicken coop, but we didn't have any of the screws we needed, so we're waiting on our dad to get some screws. This is the coop right here we're working on repairing because it needs some work here. This is the frame we're working on rebuilding, this piece right here that goes all along the bottom, because as you can see it's just starting to rot out here and stuff, so it needs a new frame among lots of other things that need done on it. We're gonna get pieces so it's lifted off the ground a little bit. And then we're gonna put some wiring on the bottom so that their poop goes through, but they can still stand on stuff in there. So then we don't have to like clean it out, shovel it out and stuff. Kind of like we've done on this coop right over here, but now we're working on it on the other one.
Hey guys, so one of our main projects is working out in the garden since it's so sunny and beautiful. So as you can see, the daffodils are blooming, but Naomi picked all of them except for one.
All right, guys, the boys are out in the garden. They're going to be working on getting the bed that they already built in place. And so the goal is to make the two beds here under the trellis level with each other, because we're hoping to put a cement rock pathway through here so the cedar bed frames will actually work as the supports for the cement when the cement goes in, so it needs to all be level and parallel. So they're going to be working on that, and then I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not, but this closer end is a lot higher than that far end, and so they're going to have to do some leveling, digging out on the upper end and probably putting some rocks and things at the low end so that the bed is more level. So that's what they're going to work on today for me in the garden.
So here's the last cement rock pathway we did. It's mostly a success. Over at this end it's falling apart a little bit. So we learned from a lot. We used mostly old concrete. So this time on this one we're going to use newer concrete that'll hopefully work better, and we'll teach you what we learned from the first one. Hopefully we're going to be videoing that to show you what we learned from the first one. These are the types of pathways we're going to build throughout all of our gardens, so you're probably going to see us build a lot of them in the future. We spent countless hours weeding these pathways, so hopefully we're going to be done with that now.
Right. We've tried wood chips and lots of different things for pathways, huh?
Yep.
And even the landscape fabric wears out over time, so we're going to be going with these native rock cement pathways using stone that's all over the place. And then we don't have to weed our pathways anymore. Hooray!
Yay!
What you working on, Esther Pie?
Getting plants to make an angel garden.
Yep, Esther's gonna make her first angel garden of the year. And so stay tuned to that. At the end of the video, she's gonna put that together. So she's gathering some plants. This is a wild Veronica ground cover that we have all over the place, and we've left it because it's so beautiful, and Although it's invasive, it's really low to the ground and it's pleasant. So it's a good invasive weed.
Yep.
Really pretty little blue flowers this time of year, huh?
Yep.
Yep. Here's Neaterbug. You ready to help with this project?
Yep.
Of leveling this bed that you built?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, these beds need to be about 18 inches apart. So let's see how far apart they are here. See, it's about a half an inch too far, Nate. Just scoot it in just a little bit. See about that. There we go, right there. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we need to make sure they're level.
They're definitely not level.
Yeah, this needs to go down a lot.
This side needs to be.
Okay, so we need to dig this down a bit. Nate's digging it out. Okay, let's see if it's better now. We're gonna need to dig it down right over there. Okay. Looks like Nate got it. Pretty level. Nice job, Nathan.
Thanks.
We lifted up this side a little bit, so now it's level with that other corner right over there. Now we're working on this side, but this side is going to be the harder side right over here because, as you can see, we're going to have to lift it up really high. We may even have to use like a block or some really big rocks to lift it up so it's level. So, you see that it's so lifted up on that corner over here. It actually needs lifted up even more to be level. So we went ahead and just put it back down because we're just going to slowly bump it down this way, or at least bump it down with this bed. And then we're just going to put some cedar boards over on that corner over there to keep the dirt in.
Alright guys, this is my new chop saw. Let's see how it works. That was great.
If y'all are wondering how the turkeys are doing, the two turkeys we have are doing well. And we figured out that they're both female and they've been laying eggs for us. I was thinking we put more than that. I guess as far as breaking problem, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm gonna throw this board speed a little bit.
I'm making sure I'm egg. So, I'm just coming in for a quick lunch break here, and then we're going to work on filling up the bed with soil and compost. Frozen yogurt and blueberries for lunch.
You wanting to eat that all by yourself, huh? That's a little tricky. Oops. Oopsies. No, don't step in it. Uh-oh. Don't step in it. Do you want Mommy to help you eat that? She's wanting to learn how to eat by herself lately. But she doesn't quite have it figured out yet. So usually it's just a big mess. Like that.
I do it.
You do it, yes. Thank you, Josh. He's become very good at getting her down for her nap. So I'm gonna go lay her down. She's out. Sweet girl.
We're just putting some peat moss in here. We're gonna be switching to coconut coir, but we already have this, so we're just using it up.
We had this on hand, so we're gonna use this up. We're mixing it with some composted horse manure and vermiculite, just to fill in. This already has really good soil here because we've been using this bed for a couple of years, but now that we put the frames in, we need to bring the level up a little bit, and so just gonna use what we have to fill up the space.
Nate just filled up a bucket of the composted horse manure here. He's gonna bring it over.
Top of that.
Look at Stoney's spread out a little more here.
Weeds.
Mama's got the vermiculite behind her right there.
Yep. Woo, that's windy. Probably gonna need a couple more buckets of this to equal what we need to go with this peat.
This stuff is so weird. So light and squishy.
Mama's using the rake here to rake it in.
Making a soil salad.
Now we're adding alfalfa pellets, kelp, and C90. Time for C90. The C90's got minerals and trace elements. Josh is kind of tired. He's taking a little siesta on the ground.
Stop this project for now. We've got some other stuff to get to, but we almost finished. We were able to get all the perennials dug out and put back in place up higher, and we almost filled the whole bed. So we just have a little strip left to fill, and then these beds are ready to go. Time to make an angel garden.
Yep.
I'm ready to go scoop up poo, scoop up poo, scoop up poo. Oh, I'm ready to go scoop up poo, scoop up poo. Woo! Well, it's the next morning, and our dad got the screws we need for the coop frame. You ready, Nate? Well, that's all we got for you today. Please like, share, and subscribe.
We pray blessings over you and yours.
And whatever you do, do with your whole heart.